welcome to Port Miami. We are here today on board Virgin Voyages' first ever ship, the Scarlet Lady, and we're here for a preview event. For today's video, the one you're watching right now, we want to show you the different rooms and suites available on board the Scarlet Lady. We think this is pretty much every category that you could see. We're also going to see some accessible rooms. We'll see rooms for solo travelers. So we're going to start from an interior room. We're going to work our way up to the massive suite, the biggest one, and we'll see a lot of fun stuff along the way. So we hope you'll join us as we tour all of the rooms and suites on board Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. Okay, category Social Insider. As the name would suggest, this is an interior room, and this particular room happens to be 5238M. I believe M indicates that it is an interior room. So let's head inside here. First thing, when we get in, we have kind of this closet space. It does have a hanging rack here. You see there's actually a SpongeBob reference, the wash laundry bag there. That's pretty nice. And then a shelf up above, and it does have this pull curtain to kind of block it off. You can see through it, but kind of gives some separation there. And then when we turn in, we do have some light switches here. The lights are kind of weird in these rooms. More on that in just a minute. But we do have some there. And then down below, we have our touch. I believe this is like our do not disturb, or if you need the stateroom attendant, you can call them with those buttons there. Back side of the door, we do have our deadbolt lock and our evacuation plan, as well as some hanging hooks, so to speak, right there. Further inside the cabin, we do have more hanging hooks, and we have our thermostat, and then our light switch for the bathroom, which is right inside this door. So, small bathroom space. We have a toilet, trash can with shelf, extra towels, paper, things like that. One sink, vanity space, tissue box. We do have a glass holder there. These are nice sized glasses, usually much smaller. And then a little shelf. We do have our lighted mirror, towels hanging there. We have our fan up above. And then we have our shower space with glass door. Swings open just like that. We do have a light inside the shower, rain shower head, and then a removable wand. And then a shelf inside the shower built in is nice. They also provide shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And then, of course, the controls for the shower itself. And you do have the handle for the door, which you could also probably use as a towel rack. It's nice. Not a huge space, but there is something there. A couple of hanging hooks on the inside of the door as well. Turning here, we'll find these big black doors with these little leather pulls. This is our actual closet area. We do have full-length mirror on both doors, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shelves on either side. Life jackets up above, towels here you can bring to the pool, and down below we have our safe here, which does look like it would probably fit a laptop. And then we have our hairdryer bag, and of course those shelves on this side, and the mirror on this side as well. All right, past the entrance area of the room, we see we do have another mirror here with a built-in shelf. Then we have our water area with the tray, glasses, and some bottled water here, and a little ice canister. They do have little things throughout the room that you can purchase, like this, and there's price tags on it, so that's something to remember. They do have glasses here, another cubby space there. And then you open up this door to get to the mini fridge. 2 shelves, and then 2 shelves on the door as well. Next to the bed space here, we do have a standard outlet and 2 USBs. There is storage. Pops up. Nice. Now this room can occupy 4, and they do have it made up now to show the bed space. It can change a little bit though. These upper bunks can go up, so they can fold up, and I believe these can change configuration as well, but to be more of like a couch or something like that. Right now they have them set up as the bed space. They do have storage down below them as well. So on the back side and down below is storage. And then there's also an additional standard outlet and 2 USBs here, as well as additional light switches. Then we turn and we find our television, which is actually really big, especially for a room of this size. We have these cabinets down below. Again, additional storage, and then we do have our golden tray and Inky, which you can also purchase Inky. And there's some art up above. And the last thing is the tablet you can use to control lighting, control the television, things like that inside the room. And then one giant full-length mirror there. And that's the Social Insider. All right, next up we have category C view, which of course is an ocean view. This is room 5250Z. So let's head right inside. And you're gonna throughout the rooms here, we're gonna see some similarities to the insider that we already saw, like our closet space. You have the hanging rack, the shelf up above. There is additional storage here behind the curtain, your wash bag, and then your light switches and attendant buttons. This room just has the single door closet. I believe this room is only double occupancy, so that would be why. And then full-length mirror on the back side of the door there. And then as we proceed, again, thermostat, light switch for the bathroom. And it looks to be the same exact bathroom setup as we saw on the insider, with the shower built in. And now let's proceed with the rest of the room, because this is where things are going to start getting a little bit different. We do have hooks up on the wall here. We do have our large screen television, this one right in line with the bed space. Now, I mentioned this before in the insider, but obviously it's a little bit different here. So the way Virgin Voyages rooms work with the bed, as you can see here, it can be made into the standard bed setup, but then this half can also swing over. You can have like a sectional style couch. You can sleep like the one going this way and one going that way. So different setups. It's very flexible. You do see they have the like kind of armrest here with the, I guess like you could call it a drink stand, some outlets and light switches down below. Do have a full-length mirror here as well. Themed lighting up above, very nautical, like that. I like this little slide table. Didn't see this in the other one. So this can go right under the bed. You can use that bedside. Do have a smaller table space down below. Inky once again. Light switches there. Outlet, standard, and USB. We do have a nice chair, sitting chair there. You can look out the window. You can also sit on the bench, built-in bench with pillow, looking out the porthole for that sea view. Of course, right now, not a sea view, construction of the terminal view at this point. You'll have a much better view when you're actually sailing. We do have the curtains you can pull aside, so they have the thin sheers. I love the color, nice ombre effect, pink to blue, but then you do have your blackout curtains as well. So that's very nice there. And actually, oh, fancy button control for the blackout curtains. The shears are manual, but these buttons here open and close the blackout curtains. Very nice. Down below we have our drink station. Again, the cups, the bottled water, and the ice canister. I like the slatted wood door here that opens up to the mini fridge. Same style as the Social Insider was. I have additional glasses here and additional storage space there. A nice ottoman, trash can, and then a desk space, table space here with our phone, built-in lamp, artwork up above, and our tablet, of course, to control the room. And then a nice mirror with a little moon effect. Very, very cool. I like that one a lot. So that is a sea view room. All right, next up we have a fun one here. Solo Insider, as the name would suggest. This is for occupancy for 14256M, because we're midship, interior here. And we'll head inside. We'll find our closet space right away. Very similar to some of the other standard rooms, except you do have this fun wallpaper where it's like astrological, but it's guitars and drink glasses and anchors and stuff. Very fun, but otherwise the same. We'll proceed into the room. We do have our closet door here with our mirror and our shelves and our safe. Again, like we've seen in the other standard rooms, not in the suites, but in the other standard rooms. We'll find our bathroom, and it is the same size bathroom as the other standard rooms, like the Sea Terrace or the Social Insider that we saw. So same exact bathroom size, even though this is just for one. That's a very nice feature. We do have a full-length mirror on the wall here, and then similar things that we've seen, right, with our mini fridge and the wooden door, the shelves, glasses, and our desk with the lamp and the phone, our tablet to control everything in the room, our artwork up above. We do have a footrest down below, and then the TV mounted to the wall here. We do have this space down below. We do have storage under the bed, and then as you see, you have your bed space here. I like this actually. It's very cozy, tucked up. You do have some hanging hooks there. I like the lights. I like that it's kind of an alcove that you go in and sleep in, and then you're pointed right at your TV. This is a great space for a single traveler, solo traveler. I really like this a lot. All right, our next category is the XL Sea Terrace, of course, the extra large, and we're actually going to do 2 rooms here. 8350A and 8346A. One is in day mode and one is in night mode. So let's go ahead and check this out. And again, you're going to see kind of the same basic features throughout all the rooms, right? With the light switches and the cabin, attendant call button. We're not going to point those out every time, but hanging hooks right when you come in, full-length mirror as well. We turn here right into the bathroom space. No door here. So lighted mirror up above. We do have our shelves with glasses, so kind of a dual setup here, even though it is just one vanity with one sink. And then of course our shelf down below with all of our odds and ends, towels here, and then we have 2 pull doors here. So this one on the right is the toilet. So it's a separated toilet room, and that's why there was no door to enter the space. Makes sense. Built-in shelf, paper built in. It's pretty simple. It's a toilet room, that's it. Water closet, I think some call it. Frosted glass, of course, you can't see through. I will point out, though, this is completely open. You're not going to have full privacy there. And then this door is the shower. So same kind of shower, the rainfall or rain shower head, rainforest head. Up above, the removable wand. There's a clothesline. You can pull across the built-in shelf with the shampoo, body wash, conditioner, all that jazz. Again, frosted glass, but again, not fully private. Something just worth noting there. And as we turn into the rest of the room here, you'll see this is kind of what I was talking about in the last room, how you can have it set up as like a sectional during the day. Again, this room is in day mode. We're going to see night mode in just a minute. So this is the sectional setup. You can see there kind of the L shape, very nice, with the built-in armrest and drink holder. You do have your slide table, again, that can go under the bed, the nautical lighting. We're going to see these themes throughout. Here we have our closet space. This one is just open. There's no door here to close off the shelves, but the shelves are the same as we've seen before with the hairdryer and the safe and the towels and the life jackets. And then of course this closet space is the same as well, maybe just a little bit bigger with the shelf up above, the hanging rack, the laundry bag, and then the curtain that you can pull across for that section. Turning back to the rest of the room here, we do have the television mounted with the nice wooden accent wall there. And we have our desk space, once again, very similar to the last room we saw, with the moon mirror, the tablet to control, the plugs, USB, standard, all that jazz, water station, the mini fridge down below, ottoman, trash can, all of that. We do have a nice chair here as well. And then our ombre day shears and blackout curtains, again controlled by the switch there on the wall. And now we'll head out to our terrace. Just pull right across, handles up, pull it across there. This is actually really large. Again, this is the XL, so we're gonna get a bigger space here. Nice table, little table and chairs there. Big balcony space. Look, I could run out here. We could play football or something. Beautiful view. This one actually does have a beautiful view, unlike the sea view room. We're not looking at the construction, we're looking at Miami here. But my favorite thing about Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady so far with these sea terraces is the hammock. Every single terrace on board will have this. This is not just for the XL. Very, very fun. I like that a lot. So this, again, is day mode for the XL Sea Terrace. Let's check out night mode. Okay, so once again, still the XL Sea Terrace, gonna be the same exact room, but this one's 8346A, so right next door to where we just were. So again, same room, same layout, everything's gonna be the exact same in here. Just wanna show that this is in night mode. So this is what that will look like, where you'll have the bed put together, facing the television. Again, I do believe they can do kind of like 2 separate beds though. So they can have a bed space like that and a bed space like that. So essentially how the sectional was set up in day mode, but just dressed and done for the bed. But this is how typically, if you were a couple or even a solo traveler, they would put it together like that for you. But then the rest of the room is exactly the same. Next up on our tour, we have category Sea Terrace. Of course, we already saw a Sea Terrace XL. This is the standard version of that room, and this particular one, 9026A. So once again, many of the same features throughout, right? Like the closet space, We're not going to point out the features every time, just kind of give you the idea of the differences between each room. Here is our bathroom. Once again, same as we have seen before in those other standard rooms. Drink station, desk, table, all that looks pretty familiar. Do have our chair here. The biggest difference, obviously, when we come into this room is you can tell that this can sleep 3 because we do have a Pullman bed that comes down from the ceiling there, and they do have that set up, obviously. This one in night mode with the ladder, but then you have your standard bed that can also split and do the sectional and all of that jazz. Obviously, a great view. I will point out that we're on deck 9 here, so something to consider. You do have the lifeboats there, and they're kind of just sticking out on the side, so it's maybe not the most pleasant view. You might want to think about that when you're choosing your stateroom location. As we make our way to the next room, it seems like a good time to point out and kind of show how the ship is laid out. So you see the room numbers here. So basically the way it works is that aft in the back of the ship is the lower room numbers, you see there, and then as you proceed forward they go higher. A is port side, Z as in Z is starboard side. And then when you have M, that's mid. So it's kind of like on the inside or the interior. So we have been on A. We're currently A, as you can see here. The last room we just showed was A. Now we're going to go across to Z. And they do have these markings along, and even like this one says Z aft. So it helps you keep oriented. So just keep that in mind. Okay, Z Terrace again, 9222Z. This is the same thing we just saw, except this is in day mode. So this is with the sectional laid out. Is you'll notice there's no Pullman up above. So the last one we saw was occupancy for 3. This one is just for occupancy for 2. So you can see it's the same exact room pretty much. There's just no Pullman bed up above. All right, next up on our tour, we have the suite aft suite. Redundant, but not really. 8009A is our room number for this one. So let's head inside. And this one, you can tell it's a suite because things, well, it said it twice in the name, although different kind of suite, but things are already different as soon as we come in. We find this closet, not with the leather pull handles, but these kind of brass or gold, I don't know what it is. And look at the red closet, that's very cool. Towels and life jackets up above, hanging space, and this is where we'll find our safe built in there. Looks to be the same size. And then we have drawers down below, pull out, and soft close. Very nice. We'll find all of our stuff to control the room here, right at the entry point, and our tablet on the bedside table. Nicely done headboard, accent wall, lighting, very good. See the bed here is a traditional bed put together. And then we have a very large TV mounted on the wall there that I'm sure swivels. Yes, it does. So that's very nice. Samsung television there. And a nice, look at that chair. That's really fun. Do have a table here for drinks with our water and glasses and ice container. And then turning here, we'll have basically a full-length mirror, but it's an interesting shape. Don't know. Ah, yes, push drawer there. So push to open, hairdryer and remote for the television. Ottoman, trash can down below. Across from that, we have our drink station. It's like a mini bar here. Some nautical theming. I love the little telescope. Very fun. As well as our phone. And we do have, yes, these open as well. Kind of just pull there. So we have shelves on the right side and mini fridge on the left. These open as well. Look at that. It looks like it's just solid countertop. It's not. It pulls out. Look at that glass arrangement. That is very cool. And we don't drink alcohol, so I'm not exactly sure what all this is, but I know it's involving that, and it's to mix and make and do whatever you do. And also, look, there's a Bose speaker here. That's pretty cool. And there is a record player with records, albums, and they have the Spice Girls right on top, as they very well should. Now we have our bathroom space here, so we do have this sliding glass door that has a color palette to it. Very nice. That's really cool. Comes right across just like that. And as we enter, we do have a built-in shelf space down below. Very, very big, very long. And we have our very large vanity to match that length. Just the one sink, but it is very big. Shelf up above. Nice big lighted mirror. We turn in, we will find our toilet back here, our robes, Scarlet. Do have an outlet here, looks like that's probably for shaving or something like that. And then we'll turn, we have another colored glass door here to enter the shower space. So this one's different, it's a much bigger shower head up above, rainfall, rainforest, whatever you want to call it. Our knobs here to control it. And look, a built-in bench. Very nice. We have upgraded bath amenities, because this is a suite. A removable wand, built-in light, and a nice porthole window here. Check out the view while you are showering. Of course, this is an aft suite, so you're gonna get that aft view with the wake view. Let's head outside, take a look. Again, we have our curtains here, thin shears, not ombre this time, just purple. We're gonna come out. This is an exceptionally large balcony. It does have the hammock, or excuse me, terrace, where with Virgin Voyages, it's a terrace, not a balcony. Do have our hammock, it's just strung up right now, pulled back. I wanna show, look at the size of this balcony. It's massive. Nice table and chairs, bigger size than we saw on the sea terrace. And we do have chase loungers over there. That's our porthole. We have glass. I like how they did this. Glass down below, not a white wall or anything like that. And then this is the aft view. You would have your wake right down below there. This is cool though because it's a public space down below there. And they did put these kind of like covers over it. So you can still see, you can still hear, but it does give you a little bit of privacy from down below. Just kind of a nice little added feature there, and you get a great view. So really, really nice. All right, next up we have our cheeky corner suite. Love the name. This one in particular, 8011A. So we'll head inside here. Right when we enter, we'll see very similar to the last suite with the pull open closet right when we go in, just a different style. This one's more built up. They have shelves and stuff there. And then this side is dual-sided behind the door with our actual hanging space and life jackets and shoe rack down below there. All right, when we come in, we do have our lights and thermostat, call button, all that jazz. And then our fun quasi full-length mirror there with our lighting, plugs, and kind of like a desk space here. This does, I believe, yep, pop out just like in the last one with our hair dryer inside. Ottoman down below. Have our fun chair on that side. This is a big suite, very large. Let's turn in here and go through the bath space. Very similar to the last suite. Very long vanity, toilet on this side, robes hanging up right when you come in, and just the one sink. And then the shower is pretty much the exact same as in that last room. There's just no porthole window in this one. So this shower is closed off. Now we turn and head into the rest of the room. We'll see again, standard bed set up here. We do have our large screen television mounted. We have our shears and curtains for both set of doors, 2 sets of doors in this suite. And then the same as we saw in the last suite, we have our record player, Spice Girls once again, love it. Alcohol, bar, you know, drawers pop open, cabinets open, same as we saw before, except now with this one we're going to get an accent wall here with the art piece. It's not really an accent wall, but just a wall with the art piece there. And then this nice little kind of corner couch. Remember, it was the cheeky corner suite, so you're getting the cheeky little couch there. So we have a door here to go out to the terrace, but we have our other door on this side, which is already open and ready for us. So very, very similar terrace to the last suite that we saw. We are right next door to it. So we have our chase loungers over here. Again, the covers for the public space down below, table and chairs, but this is a much larger terrace. We can go past our second door here, and because it's a corner, we can actually come around. That is where we will find our hammock. So that's the nice thing with the corner suite, is that you're gonna get the aft view, you're gonna get the wake view, but then you can also get either the port or the starboard view, whichever one you have. Of course, this one is port side. So very nice, love the corner suite. It's my favorite one we've seen so far, but we have many more still to come. All right, next up we have a Seriously suite. This is room 12219A. Right inside, of course, have our controls right as we enter. You can see this room is already a lot different than other ones we've seen. We do have these like fun hanging hooks right there when we enter. We turn and find our bathroom. Now this is pretty similar to the ones we've seen, it's just laid out a bit different. So we have the long shelf down below, the long vanity up above with the one sink, big sink though. And then this is where it splits off and gets different. So we have a pull glass door, which is the ombre color, very nice. And that goes into our toilet room. So that is the only thing blocking there. You really can't see through it though, so that's nice. They do kind of give you some privacy there. But when we turn in, we do have our walk-in shower area. We have our knobs to control right here, so you can turn those on without getting wet. Have a rail all the way along, and then we have our built-in bench, our upgraded bath amenities, removable wand, and that big shower head up above. And we have this cool like oval colored window to look into the rest of the suite. There is a full-length mirror on the back of the door as well. We'll head in here. We have our full-length mirror with our ottoman footstool down below, our desk up above with the drink station as we've seen over and over again in the lighting. Turning, we have our tablet to control everything in the room. That's the window that looks back into the shower. We do have our traditional bed in here, as it is the suite. Art up on the wall. We do have our fun chair here. And on this side, our bar and album area, just like we've seen in those other suites with the phone and the stereo speaker. Of course, we have our television. And then we have the closet on this side. So we have our shelves and towels, safe and drawers. And then this side, of course, will be the hanging space and some shelving down below. We do have our curtains, day shears, and the blackouts that are controlled by the switch. And we can head out to the terrace here. This is a pretty sizable terrace, not as big as those ones we saw for the suites in the aft, but it is quite large. We do have our tables and chairs, and then our hammock and the clear glass rail. That's really nice to have, and our beautiful view. Next up, we have the brilliant suite. This is room 14277A. So we'll head inside here. Of course, our controls right when we enter, like we've been seeing everywhere else. When we turn in here, we'll find our closet space, hanging rack up above, life jackets, safe and drawers down below. We have our bath space with the full-length mirror on the door. It's the same bath we've been seeing in the other suites. Again, the long vanity, big sink, and just like the last one we saw with the built-in bench in the shower, the window to look through to the rest of the suite, and then the toilet room through there. And then on this side, we do have our bed. Same, again, this is the same layout that we saw in the other suite, just flipped a little bit. TV mounted at angle over there on the pivot. We do have our chair down below. And then this one's going to include a sectional. So that's the biggest difference with this room. This is sectional. It can also be made into a bed, I believe. You do have the standard features that we've seen in the other suites, like the record player, the drinks, the bar. So we'll head outside and take a look at the terrace, which is very similar to the last one we saw. Pretty good size here. Tables, chairs, and our hammock. So again, pretty large, pretty similar to the last one we saw, and that is the brilliant suite. All right, next up we have our gorgeous suite. So we're up on deck 15 now. From here on out, it's all the big suites. So this particular room number is 15291Z. We head in, and right away you can see the difference. This one is massive. We have our controls right when we come in. Some familiar faces here with the fun mirror, desk space, and the lighting. But now check this out. Have this nice big couch space here with the TV mounted up above. We have our bar space like we've seen in the other suites. That is pretty similar. And our chair. We do have our bed. Look how much room there is to walk around the bed though. Very big bed space. We do have the ports, standard outlet and USB on either side. The tablet to control the room. All those fun features we're accustomed to. We do have this button here which can actually control the door, so that's pretty cool. And then we come over here right when we enter. We do have some additional shelving space that we haven't really seen before, right next to our closet, which is very similar to some other rooms, except we do have our robes inside here instead of hanging up outside on the main space of the room. Now we'll head inside to our bathroom area. So you do have the door here. This pulls across. Now this is completely dark, completely solid, and it does go floor to ceiling. So this is maybe the most privacy we've seen. Hanging rack right when we come in. And so this, again, this will control that door. You can hit it there that we just saw. Trash can down below. Small vanity area. Not as big as some of the other ones we've seen, but we do have our glasses and tissue and things like that. Toilet. We have our towel racks and our handles. And oh, this is an accessible room. That's why I forgot to mention that. This is an accessible room, so you'll see you have the bench built into the shower. That's why they have all the handles around and why they have the door buttons and things like that. So that is going to be the difference with this one, is that it is accessible. So we head out here to our terrace, and you see we have the ramp, good for wheelchairs, to get out on the terrace because it is elevated room space. And this is very large. Has a lot of depth to it. We do have two chase loungers. I love the purple. And of course our hammock, we mentioned on every terrace, every suite. We do have a nice shower here as well. That's fun. Outdoor shower action. How about that? And then, of course, your view. So next up, we have the same thing we just saw, gorgeous suite, except this one is not ADA. This is the standard room, and this is 15275Z. Let's take a look. All right, so again, this will be very similar to the room that we just saw, except it is not ADA. This is just the standard gorgeous suite. You can see it's laid out just a little bit differently. You do have the step up into the bathroom area, not the powered doors, but then it's going to be exceedingly similar to what we just saw. And then the same terrace situation, just no ramp to get out. It's just the standard step up and out. You still have the hammock, you still have the freshwater shower, you still have the loungers, things like that. So this is your standard gorgeous suite. Okay, next up on our suite tour, we have the Fab Suite. This one in particular, 15331Z. So you see we have our hangers right when we enter, and they have this kind of triangular built-in shelf space here. Look at this, look at the guitar. That's awesome. They have built-in cabinets down below with the colored glass, and they have the tablet to control the room, but they have a PlayStation 4 in here. Of course, the TV mounted up above. I love the lighting in here. Look at that. You have your big sectional here, nice large table. Of course, your bar space. They have the album going. Drink station, bar like we've seen, table, chairs. Then we have our fun chair right here with our little table. We have another chair with an ottoman, and of course our traditional bed space pointed at our second television. We have our desk and floor-length mirror over there, another tablet to control the room, and then we just kind of spins back around here to where we entered the room. Find our bathroom space is split. So on the one side we have the full-length mirror on the door, and that's like the other suites we've seen, the long vanity, the toilet room, and then the shower space with the built-in bench and the window looking out to the rest of the room. And then on this side, we have another toilet room. So 2 toilets in this suite. Very nice. We have our closet space back behind, very similar to the other suites that we have seen. Now let's head out to the terrace. So 3 doors to enter your terrace from all parts of the room. We have a large couch out here. Again, loving the purple. Big, huge terrace with our view, chase loungers, table, our hammock, of course, and a freshwater shower out here as well. And of course, you're going to get that magnificent view because this terrace is so large, and you can have a huge party out here. You can have a party inside. That's why it is the Fab Suite, because it is fabulous. And next up we have Posh Suite. This particular one, 15299Z. And again, as I've said many times, there will be some familiar faces along the way here, but the biggest thing to notice right when we come in is we're seeing that same kind of style we saw in the last one. We have the video game system, we have the cabinets down below, that's the PlayStation 4, of course, the sectional couch here. We do have our bar, just like we've seen in the other ones, with the record player, home player. There's some nice books here too. Television up above. This one is very, very similar to the last one we just saw. We do have a separated toilet room here, all by itself. This has a sink, so toilet and sink in there. Our standard closet space that we've become accustomed to, and the split with the other part there. We do have a step in, and then the thing we're very similar. Very, very similar. We're very used to this by now. The same kind of bathroom layout, toilet room opposite, vanity, shower, all of that jazz. And then again, we enter here to this section of the room, the bed space. Quite familiar at this point. Very similar to the last room, TV mounted up, chair, all that jazz. And then just like the last one, we step out onto our terrace with our shower, our hammock, our loungers, our couch with the purple, and again, 3 doors to choose from. So the Posh Spice, the Posh Suite, very, very similar to the last suite that we saw. I don't know if we saved the best for last, but we did save the biggest for last. The massive suite. This is 15339Z. Let's head inside, and right when we come in, we do have these fun, I call them hanging hooks. It might just be decor. I don't know what they are, but they're a lot of fun. We do see we have a door in here to a toilet room that does have a sink and vanity area. Nice size mirror there, towel rack, And the toilet is hidden back up in here. To our entryway, we find our bar station. Again, very, very similar to the other suites that we've seen. This one has the TV mounted right above. But I think what really gets you when you come into this room, how about this living space? I love the circular couch design. Tables in the middle. There's a telescope light up above. This is amazing. Like, the other suites were really nice. This one just took it up like mega notches here. I love the doors to go into the bedroom that you can pull close. These are actually operated on a chain, so there is a switch to operate those. Come in here, we do find our bed space. Again, traditional bed, because we're in the suite here with the plugs, USB and standard on either side, tables on either side, tablet to control the room. Nice headboard. We do have a couch built in right over there. That's a lot of fun. TV mounted up on the wall for the bedroom here. I do like the jellyfish art there. That's fun. When we come in here, we'll find our bath space. Look at this. Look at this. Huge soaking tub. Haven't seen that yet. That's very nice. And then we do have our closet space. Now this is similar, right? This is what we've seen before, just a kind of different location for it. But what we've become very accustomed to on our tour here, we do have our little seat, footrest, whatever you want to use it as, trash can, and then outlets up above, standard, European it looks like, USB, all right there. You do have a mirror with lights. And then on this side, we have another closet space. So dual closet spaces in this section of the room. We have another full-length mirror here. We have our thermostat and light switch, and then the colored glass doors again that you can pull across to close off this section. But as you step in, you'll find that large vanity and sink area that we've seen in other places. You'll find a toilet room here off to the side, which is actually pretty sizable considering it's just a toilet room. And then we have our robe Rockstar for this one, baby. Towel rack all along our walk-in shower with those upgraded amenities, the big shower head, the built-in bench, you know the usual suspects, and then our window that we can see back into the bedroom space for. We're gonna skip the terrace for now. We're gonna head to the other side of the room. So back in the main living room area here, and we'll turn and find our fun, like, hangout media room kind of thing. There's a mounted television. They have the PlayStation 4 down below. Lots of plugs and outlets in there. And then they have table and chairs with books. Look at the guitars hung up on the wall. That is super cool. Do have large floor-to-ceiling windows here. It's actually a door, so that's a door to go out. Do have the curtains, day shears that you can pull across, as well as the blackout privacy curtains. There's a closet in this section of the room as well, which is pretty deep, pretty large hanging space, and then drawers down below. And then we look back where we enter the room. You have the long couch, kind of like the ottoman, maybe a sitting space there as well. There's another tablet to control the features of the room, and then some artwork as well. So back out in the main living room section, we turn and we find a table with a logbook here, a nice chair, and then kind of like a little library bookshelf artwork display on this side. Very cool. Of course, we have our panoramic windows here. These are not doors, these are just windows, but there are curtains, day shears and blackout curtains that come across. And you can exit out to the terrace from either side. So let's do that right now. Out on the terrace, and it is absolutely massive, as the name of the suite would suggest. We are at the very front of the ship, as you can see. So you will be looking out right where you are headed for. You do have the glass here though to help kind of block the wind, still getting a very nice breeze, but it's nothing too strong. Start here, we do have this very large bench seating space, and do have some plants right behind that, some nice aesthetic. But look at this, you have your own private hot tub, jacuzzi hot tub right here, steps to get in, nice handle rail there to help you get in. It does have a cover there, but of course that'll get taken off if you want to use it. This also has a freshwater shower. And as we proceed with the rest of the terrace here, we do have 3 chase loungers there, a nice table in between them, and then I really like this. You have a built-in dining table, 6 chairs, and steps. I'm not really sure what the steps are for, but that's pretty cool. Got some plants up above, some succulents there. On top, looks like this is just emergency storage there, so fire hose and extinguisher, things like that. Of course, your view is going to be unimpeded. You're going to keep going along with that all the way around. Here we do have a circular seating area mirroring the living room inside. Love that, with the table in the middle. Love the 2 hammocks here. How about that? 2 hammocks up. We have like kind of a tiered area of the terrace here. So yes, getting 2 hammocks, and as you see, it continues on along. That's where you can enter from like the guitar and media room here. And then this is the last feature. I think this is just like a sunning area, I guess, like a cushion lay down area that doesn't open up any way that I'm seeing. So I think that's what it is, just kind of a cushioned lay, maybe sunning area is what I would imagine that would be used for. But again, you're looking out the front of the ship here. You can also look at the side of the ship. You can kind of look around to the back, because if you step up here, you got like a wing walkout, as if you were on like in the bridge or something like that. So look, when you come all the way out here, you can see all the way back, almost to the rear of the ship. Terraces along the way, and the funnel and stack up top, the lifeboats down below. So you're getting great views from this terrace. It is absolutely massive. A lot of great features here. This is, as the name suggested, the massive suite. It is the top suite. It is the largest one, and it comes with the best view. Alright friends, that is going to do it for today's video touring all the rooms and suites on board Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. We hope you had a lot of fun. We hope you found this informational. Got to see what the residences, so to speak, are like here on board the Scarlet Lady. A lot of fun stuff, a lot of different stuff than what we're used to seeing. And if you're interested in staying in one of those rooms or suites, hey, guess what? We're first mates. That's what Virgin Voyages calls their travel advisors, so we can help make that happen for you. Feel free to reach out via that travel agent information. You can find it in the description of this video. We'll help get you booked, and we'll help you become a sailor with Virgin Voyages. And if you're interested in more fun stuff on the Scarlet Lady and with Virgin Voyages in general, stay tuned, because we are going to have some other videos from this preview event, but we're also going to be sailing on board this vessel in just a couple of weeks for a 5-night sailing. So we'll have lots of fun coming along the way. So be sure you're subscribed with notifications and all of that if you're interested in hearing more about Virgin Voyages and the Scarlet Lady herself. Once again, we want to thank you for joining us for today's video. We hope you enjoyed, but we'll have to sign off for now. We'll see you next time. Happy travels!